Hi, Algebra 1 students. This is Mrs. Coleus. I wanted to go over what you are working on today, tomorrow, and what is your final project. This is the project you will be turning in instead of taking a final exam. So let's take a look at this, and then I will also talk about when and how you should be turning this in. It's got two parts. The first part is actually not the dream job. Let me get back up to the first page. I apologize. Here we go. First part is called job offers. I'm going to go ahead and read through this real quickly. I'm not going to read every single part because I expect you all to read it yourselves. But here we go. The first part is called job offers. You've been interviewing for jobs for several weeks and you've been offered two very nice jobs. You really believe that both of these jobs will provide you with a good work environment, and they are both located close to where you live. You've decided to look at the numbers to help make sure that the decision regarding which job offer to help make the decision regarding which job offer to accept. Okay, so for job A, the employer is offering to pay you $20 an hour and a daily allowance of $20 per day. So that means that you would make $20 for each hour you work, and you would also get an additional $20 for each day to help pay for your transportation costs. That would be things like parking, gas, or perhaps it's public transit, meaning bus or train. You will be working 8 hours per day, 5 days a week. All right, so that's job A. Now, job B, the employer offered to pay you $22 an hour and has offered to pay a commuter allowance of $15 per day to help pay for your transportation costs. So same, otherwise it's the same situation, 8 hours per day, 5 days a week. So this employer is offering $22 for each hour and then $15 each day to help you pay for your transportation costs. So now you need to decide which one is going to do better for you. You will have to decide which offer to accept in a matter of 4 days, so you need to get crunching on your numbers. So here's a summary of each of the two jobs and what is going to be happening. Here's a little bit of a template for you to decide how to write an equation for each of the job offers. So you will use this information, and this template, as well as this information and this template to write your equation. All right. Next. Next, you're also going to put a table of values together in which you start to look at your total income. That means how much have you made so far after 5 days of work, after 30 days of work, and after 100 days of work. So this is cumulative. That means total income. How much have you made all together for each of these scenarios, for job A and for job B? You thought that maybe looking at the table of values would be a good thing to do. So you'll have to figure this out based on the equations that you write up here. All right. Just to double check your work, you decided that it might be a good idea to also graph the potential income from each company on the same coordinate plane in order to see which of the two offers is better. So here's the coordinate plane. You're going to graph both situations on the same coordinate plane. So you would put them both here. Now you're going to label your days across the bottom. Notice that they're unlabeled. You will have to fill those in, and your income across the y-axis, and you'll put both companies' graphs on the same coordinate plane here so that you can see which one might be better for you. You should label each of those graphs such that one is job A and the other one is job B. All right, part 4. After looking at the equation, the data table, and the graph, you have made a decision. Explain below which job offer you will accept. Make sure to refer to all of the 3 elements of your analysis in justifying your decision. This is where you are going to write your decision and why you made it. And you must refer to, like it says, you need to refer to all three of the elements, meaning all of the three things that you did up here, that, and that, meaning the equation, the table, and the graph. You must use those in your explanation as to how or why you made the decision that you did. Okay, that's all of part one. Part two is about a dream job. This is a little bit different. Dream job is now you finish college, you've been offered your dream job, you have accepted the offer, but have to decide which compensation package you want to accept from your new employer. So, compensation package means how are you going to get paid? They offered you two different ways to get paid. The first one, remember, this is a dream job, so you're going to be making tons of money on this, right? You will be paid in compensation package A, you will be paid 2 cents on the first workday each month, 4 cents on the second, 8 cents on the third day, 16 cents on the fourth day, and this pattern will continue. What's happening here, you may have noticed, is that it's doubling each day. It doesn't sound like a lot, but 2 cents on the first day, and then it doubles. So you get 2 cents plus the 4 cents, plus the 8 cents, plus the 16 cents, and then it doubles every day. Okay, that pattern will continue so that the payment doubles every day. All right. And then each month will have 22 workdays in it. All right. The pattern starts over at the beginning of each month. So basically, you're calculating the amount you would get paid for each month. All right. Compensation package B is set up so that you would get paid $1,000 each day plus a stipend of $25,000 each month. So you'd be given $25,000 plus $1,000 each day for the month. And again, each month will have 22 workdays in it. All right? In order to make your final decision, you've decided to do the math to figure out which is the better deal for you. The first thing you chose to do was to write a table of values. So here are a set number of days, and you're going to have to calculate the total amount of dollars earned based after 2 days, after 6 days, after 10, 14, 18, and then 22 for package A and then for package B. Now, keep in mind, this is saying dollars, right? You're going to have to keep track. I'm going to tell you right now, this is something you need to be very careful of. You have to keep track. It's saying 2 cents at the beginning, and then 4 cents, and then 8 cents, and 16, and it doubles as you continue. In the end, however many cents you've made total, remember, you need to figure out how much that is in terms of dollars. So you're going to want to divide the number of cents you've made by 100 in order to figure out the dollars that you've earned. Okay. Part B is probably going to be something you can figure out again. It's $1,000 each day plus the $25,000 for the month. All right. So I'm going to use that table of values. Okay, so after filling out this table, you will also take a look at the table of values and decide on which type of function that is. So package A is either linear, you would circle either linear or nonlinear based on the rate of change. Explain how you figured out which of these two things it is in this box, and you can include, or you have to include, work in your explanation. Part B, or package B, same thing. You're going to state whether it is linear or nonlinear. And again, you're going to explain here in this box, and you're going to include some work in your explanation. Part 3, you're just going to explain your decision and how and why you came up with your decision right here. This will be due, listen carefully, this is due on the day of your final exam. So for those of you who are in second period, that would mean that it is due on Tuesday, the 15th. For those of you who are in fourth period, it is due on Wednesday the 16th. And for those of you in sixth period, it is due on Thursday the 17th. And I will remind you of that again.